Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight, and sorry that I couldn't return to you sooner today. I just was busy at work and all that, and just relaxing the rest of the day for a couple hours until I decided to watch this new movie for that came out on November 10th, which is for Clifford the Big Red Dog that I just got done watching. So I'm gonna discuss what I watched for this movie and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to like this going into this movie because I wasn't a huge fan of the cartoon. I didn't hate the cartoon, I don't know, I just wasn't a huge fan of it. But seeing the live action version, it has some good moments in it. Pretty good moments, I should say. I was really surprised with how this turned out. I was expecting this to flop, but no, it did not. It's a solid movie. Um, Not the best movie in my opinion, but it's a solid movie. Probably okay at least. Um, it is a kids movie, so yeah, it's basically where Clifford is this red lab or whatever, labradoodle or Labrador, I meant to say. I said Labradoodle. My bad. um, yeah, Labrador, and pretty much, uh, he. This starts with the movie where he's really small, and this girl named Emily finds the dog in her backpack, and basically is just taking care of it, and her uncle or whatever is saying, "Oh, we need to take it back," and all that. And she makes a wish that says, "I wish you were bigger and stronger." And that's where the dog grew 10 feet big. I was like, fuck, man, that's a big ass dog. But yeah, it's a fictional movie, so yeah. Uh, there are some jokes that don't land as well in this movie, but that's probably the downside to this movie. But other than that, the girl that played Emily and the kid that played Owen as well, they had a they were their character base in this movie was pretty good, and the uncle was pretty enjoyable to watch some of the time. He had some funny jokes and some jokes that weren't landing as well. He was one of those characters that was part of the movie, and it didn't make the movie flop. It just made it seem like it was there. That character was there, and we're gonna have to accept it for what it is. But yeah, Emily's mom was out of town in this movie, uh, and then she notices that there's some weird stuff going on. So yeah, she finds out on the news that this big red dog's running around in New York City and all that. So overall, I think the Clifford the Big Red Dog movie was an okay movie. I don't know if it's gonna be on my decent to good out movies. I meant to say. I almost said albums. Please forgive me on that. It's probably gonna be on my okay to man movies of 2021. So it's an okay watch. It wasn't as terrible as I thought it was gonna be, but some of the jokes did not land very well in this movie. So, but it's an okay watch, I guess you could say. If you find this movie to be enjoyable, that's great. I personally think it's okay, but that's just my opinion. So, first score for me, I'm going to give Clifford the Big Red Dog a 6.5 out of 10. This was okay. It's below decent, but yeah, I know it probably should be on my decent to good movies of 2021, but I just found the jokes to not land very well in this movie. And although this is a kids movie and I know kids are going to love this movie for sure. So, this is probably gonna be. This is mainly a movie for kids. This, for adults, it's not a bad watch. It's a little modernized, and basically, it's like I said, it's an okay watch for a movie. So that's all I'm gonna say on this movie. I don't want to go into detail on too much and start being negative towards this movie. I was just given the positives and the negatives. The negatives was the jokes weren't landing well, and that kind of brought the rating down for this movie. The positives were this movie was better than I thought. So not better, but okay to watch. So comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Clifford the Big Red Dog movie if you've watched it already. I believe it's on Paramount Plus right now, and also in theaters right now too as well. And if you enjoyed this movie review for Clifford the Big Red Dog, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. Guess the next movie review I'm doing is for Home Sweet Home Alone. And I heard a lot of not great criticism about that movie. Like, the reviews that were coming in for that movie. Well, I heard the trailer sucked. So I'm afraid the movie's gonna suck. But I gotta watch it, and then it'll be Tick Tick Boom after that, the Andrew Garfield movie. And I guess after that, it's just the November 19th releases for the movies that came out that day, which were Ghostbusters Afterlife, King Richard, and I think there was one more movie, I just can't remember what. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Clifford the Big Red Dog movie review. Like I said, keep in mind this is just basically my opinion on this movie. It's an okay watch. It's just I personally didn't find anything that any of the jokes to land well for me. There were a few jokes that landed, but then the movie just it their jokes were coming in and they weren't landing very well in this movie. Um, there was a few jokes that were kind of funny, but other than that, the rest of the jokes were not that funny. Um, but anyways, stay safe, guys. Take care. I will be returning to you for more videos, hopefully tonight or at the latest tomorrow. And as always, I'll see you in my next review.